Close your eyes and imagine a place where time slows down, where the sun kisses the sea and the breeze smells like lemons. This is South Italy. A land of deep passion, ancient streets, and endless beauty. In this video, we'll guide you through its hidden corners and shining icons, from cliff-top villages to silent caves, from chaotic cities to the quiet peace of olive groves. You'll hear the heartbeat of Naples float through the dreams of the Amalfi Coast and wander among the white stone trulli of Puglia. This isn't just about sightseeing. It's about feeding something ancient, something magical, something real. So if you've ever dreamed of Italy, but wanted something more honest, more raw, and more unforgettable, this is the video for you. Let's begin our journey through the wonders of South Italy. South Italy isn't just a place. It's a feeling that grabs your heart and doesn't let go. It's in the laughter of a grandmother rolling pasta on a wooden table and the song of a fisherman calling out at dawn. Here the sun feels warmer, the food tastes deeper. The people speak with their hands and with their eyes. The streets are filled with chaos and charm, crumbling beauty and living history. You'll see old men playing cards in the piazza, kids chasing soccer balls between churches, and old buildings wrapped in vines and stories. Life here moves slow, but emotions move fast. And everywhere you go, there's a sense that something ancient is watching over you. In the South, hospitality is not a service, it's a sacred duty. You're not just a visitor here, you're family. The Amalfi Coast looks like a dream someone forgot to wake up from. Cliffs draped with pastel towns plunging into sapphire water. The roads curve like ribbons above the sea, leading you through places that don't seem real. Positano clings to the cliff like a painting, its houses tumbling down toward the beach. In Amalfi itself, history echoes in the marble cathedral, and the scent of lemon blossoms drifts through ancient alleys. Everywhere the view steals your breath, and the pace of life invites you to slow down and just be. Sip espresso in a tiny bar hanging over the sea. Watch boats bob in the sun. Let time disappear. And don't forget to try the seafood. It tastes like it was caught by someone who knew exactly what happiness should feel like. This coast isn't just beautiful, it's poetry in motion. Capri isn't just an island. It's a legend floating in the sea, a place of mystery, elegance, and hidden corners. The Blue Grotto is its most famous secret, a sea cave where light turns water into glowing magic. But there's more. Hike to Villa Jovis and feel the ghosts of emperors. Wander tiny alleys of Capri, where time seems frozen. Try a lemon granita as the sun hits the Faraglione rocks, and feel like you're part of something timeless. Luxury lives here, but so does silence, if you know where to look. Capri invites you to dream, to drift, to discover beauty in both the grand and the small. And once you've been there, it never really leaves you. Matera is a city carved from stone and from time itself. Walk into the Sassi and you enter another world, where caves became homes and homes became stories. This place was once called the Shame of Italy. Now it's one of its deepest treasures. Wander its stairways, and you'll find churches inside cliffs, and silent corners that feel holy without a single word. At night, when the city lights glow against the stone, it looks like a nativity scene come alive. People have lived here for thousands of years, in the same carved rooms under the same stars. Matera doesn't just tell you history, it lets you breathe it in. And once you've walked its paths, you understand that beauty isn't always polished. Sometimes, it's raw, ancient, and full of soul. Alberobello looks like it belongs in a fairy tale, a forest of little white houses with cone-shaped roofs like stone mushrooms under the sun. They're called trolley. Built without cement with stones stacked by hand, they seem both fragile and eternal. Walk between them, and you'll feel something peaceful, almost enchanted. Locals plant flowers in every window. Cats nap in the shade. And the quiet feels like a soft song. Inside the houses are simple. Cool stone wooden shelves, hand-woven blankets. This town isn't just for pictures, it's for pausing. For realizing that beauty doesn't need to shout, it just needs to exist, quietly and honestly. And in Alberobello, every corner feels like a gentle reminder that magic is real. Gargano is where the land meets the sea with wild romance, cliffs, caves, forests, and forgotten beaches. Here, the coast is dramatic and untamed. White limestone plunges into turquoise water. Arches rise from the sea like stone cathedrals. Vieste is the town that guards this edge, with its white houses and ancient lighthouse watching the waves. But inland, a surprise. The Foresta Umbra. A deep green ancient forest, full of silence, birdsong, and light that filters like dreams through the trees. It's a place to breathe deep, to walk slow, to feel small in the best way. Gargano isn't crowded. It doesn't show off. But for those who seek peace and raw beauty, it offers something unforgettable. Naples doesn't whisper. It shouts, sings, laughs, cries, and pulls you into its arms without asking. It's the heart of the South, chaotic, wild, alive. Scooters fly past crumbling churches. Markets overflow with noise, color, and smell. Pizza comes out of ovens like a gift from heaven. This is where passion lives, on every street corner. You'll find art on the walls, music in the air, and life bursting from every balcony. Look deeper and you'll find treasure, not just in museums, but in old bookstores, back alleys, and faces lined with stories. Naples is messy and magic. It doesn't try to be perfect. It just is. And when you let it in, it stays with you forever. Mount Vesuvius looks calm today, but don't be fooled by its quiet slopes. This volcano has a secret, one that changed history forever and still shapes the land around it. Climbing its trail feels like walking on the back of a sleeping giant. The ground black, dry, and strangely warm in places. As you rise higher, Naples stretches below you, busy, loud, alive, unaware of what once exploded above. At the top, you'll see the crater, deep and wide like a wound that never healed. Steam still rises from the cracks. reminding you that fire lives under the rock. And if the skies are clear, you can see the bay, the islands, and the ruins it once buried in ash. It's strange to feel peace in a place that once brought such fear, but that's the beauty of Vesuvius. It's not just a mountain, it's a story that never stopped burning. You feel it in the silence of the summit, in the heat beneath your shoes, in the wind whispering through the grass. This is a place of power, not loud or wild, but deep and ancient and alive. A place where history and nature speak together, and the earth remembers what we often forget. Calabria is the Italy that still belongs to nature, wild, raw, and untamed by crowds. Here, cliffs dive straight into the sea, and ancient villages cling to mountains like forgotten dreams. You won't find fancy resorts here, but you will find something better. Beaches that stretch for miles without footsteps, forests filled with the scent of pine and salt, and towns where the air smells like bread and wild herbs. This is a land of shepherds and silence, of rivers that carve stone and sunsets that set the hills on fire. You can walk in Aspromonte, where twisted trees grow over ruins and wolves still wander unseen. You can swim in grottos hidden behind rocks, cold, clear, and colored like emerald glass. Or sit in a quiet piazza, where an old man plays cards and nobody watches the time. Calabria doesn't try to impress you. It just is. Simple, pure, and heartbreakingly beautiful. You don't visit Calabria to take pictures. You come to feel something. Something slow and old and honest. A place that doesn't need to change to be unforgettable. The Aeolian Islands rise from the sea like a dream you didn't know you had. Seven volcanic sisters, each with its own rhythm, its own smell, its own sound. You arrive by boat, the wind's soft assault on your lips, and everything starts to slow down. In Stromboli, fire shoots into the sky every few minutes, lighting up the night like a beating heart. In Lipari, white cliffs drop into deep blue water, and scooters hum through narrow streets. Salina is green and quiet, its hills covered in capers and vines, its soul soaked in wine and silence. And Panaria, tiny, elegant, almost too pretty to be real. The days melt together. Swim, walk, eat, rest. You dive into water so clear you forget which way is up. You hike to craters still warm from the inside. You eat seafood caught an hour ago while watching the sun fall behind another island. There are no museums here. The land is the museum. No noise, just waves, wind, footsteps on old stone. The Aeolians don't ask for much, just that you listen. Because they have stories to tell, and the sea remembers everyone. Sicily doesn't speak, it sings. Its streets are songs of stone and spice, of crumbling beauty and fierce pride. You don't explore Sicily, you feel it. In the markets, voices fly like birds, full of heat and rhythm and color. You smell fried arancini, lemon peel, grilled swordfish, and you know you're in the South. Palermo beats like a drum, loud, old, and full of ghosts. Baroque churches compete with street art, gold altars with peeling paint. And in the center of the island, time slows even more. Villages like Etna or Piazza Armerina sleep in the hills far from the sea and noise. Here, people talk with their hands and eyes, and food is love on a plate. Every turn holds a contrast, the old and the new, the sacred and the broken. The sweetness and the bite. Sicily has been conquered, shaken, and kissed by centuries, and still it stands. Proud, tired, magical. The kind of place that changes you without even trying. Etna is a mountain with fire in its belly and silence on its lips. It smokes, it shifts, it breathes, reminding you that the world below is not always calm. Hiking its trails feels like stepping onto another planet, ash under your feet, clouds above your head. And then, just below, Taormina. One of the most beautiful towns in Italy, maybe the world. A Greek theater carved into the cliff, with Etna rising behind the stage and the sea sparkling in front. Every stone here holds light. Wander its lanes and balconies. Smell jasmine in the air and citrus on the breeze. Cafes spill into the streets. People sip espresso as if time means nothing. And when night falls, lights shimmer along the coast like strings of stars. You feel the tension, the dance between danger and beauty, fire and water. Etna watches over it all, massive and eternal. And Taormina smiles, like it knows a secret it'll never tell. South Italy doesn't ask you to rush. It invites you to feel. Not just to see, but to listen, taste, breathe. You've walked on lava and ruins, swum in waters older than memory. You've smelled wild herbs and mountain wind, and heard stories in markets in silence. And now, the sun sets, slowly, gently painting the land gold one last time. People light candles. Tables fill with food, music drifts through windows. And you realize, the real wonder of South Italy isn't in the places. It's in the pauses, the way time stretches, the way your heart slows. The way something inside you softens and stays soft even after you leave. So, stay a little longer, or come back soon, because this isn't just a journey through a region. It's a love letter written in firestone, wind, and sun. And it's yours now, forever. Let us reward you for watching till the end. Here's how to claim your free prizes. Step 1. Check the links in the description right now. Step 2. Access our free app now and unlock hundreds of free resources to craft the perfect travel experience without the cost of a traditional travel agency. You'll find valuable pieces of advice for your trips, links to buy skip-the-line entry tickets for any attraction in the world, plus a community of travelers waiting to share the love of travels with you. If this sounds not enough to you, we will give you even more extra contents like how to travel with kids or pets, language courses to sound like a native when you travel, practical guides on how to find your IKIGAI, stress relief techniques to enjoy your travels and life like never before. Do not hesitate. Our app is free. Click the link in the description now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel so you do not lose any moment of deep connection with our amazing planet and your own soul.